What's up everyone and welcome to the club. Today we're kicking off the Halloween season by showing you how to draw a skeleton. Let's begin in the center of our page with the upper eyelid. We're going to leave a gap in the center. Let's start over on the left side. We're going to curve this up and then bend that out. Let's line up the inside over on the right and do the same thing in the opposite direction. Now I'm going to go back to the inside and curl up the brow. Starting on the left, come in and then bend that up. Go to the right and do the same thing. Now you want to tuck the eyes in underneath the eyelid. On the left side, let's step in. Just going to curve the eye coming around like a half circle and then just pull that up towards the inside of the brow. Now we're going to add a thick edge along the outside of the eye. From the top, let's step in, curve around, and then in towards the bottom of the eye. Now I'm going to move in between the eyes and draw on the nose. Let's start with a point. From this point, we'll curve the nose going out and down toward the left. Go back to the top, do the same thing on the right. I'm just going to pull this up and in towards the middle. Let's fill the inside of the nose in black. We're also going to add a small fold along the top of this point. Starting on the left, curve this up and then down. Now from here we're going to move out to the side and draw on the cheekbones. From the left side of the eye, we're going to step out, curve the cheek, coming down and then bending that in. Let's line up the top over on the right, come down and then in. Now I'm going to add 4 teeth along the bottom. So let's start with the top edge. Starting from the left side, I'm just going to curve this up and then down. Go to the right and do the same thing. Now I'm going to add 2 more curves along the center. Going up and then down in the middle. And we'll close off the right side. Now I'm going to connect each of these points with a half oval. Coming down and then up. And we'll just work our way across towards the right. Now I'm going to go back up to the top and close off the head. Let's start on the left side. We're going to bump up the head going out. Just going to round this out along the top towards the middle. Go across towards the right. Come down and then just bend that in towards the top of the cheek. Now at this point we're going to move down and draw on the pelvis. We're going to start over on the left, curve the pelvis coming down and then up, and then round up the side. Going around and pulling that back in. Let's connect the ends with a curve. Coming down the middle and then back up. Now you want to open up the inside on either side. Starting from the top, step down, just trace that curve going around and then in. Connect the top and bottom with a slight curve. Let's connect the head to the pelvis with the spine. From the center, let's move over towards the left, draw a straight line coming down, go over towards the right, and draw another line. Now I'm going to separate the spine with a series of curves. Starting from the top left, curve down and then up, leave a gap, and just repeat this all the way down towards the bottom. Now from here, we're going to wrap the rib cage along the side. Let's start from the top left. Start by going out and then bending that in. Go to the right and do the same thing. Let's round up the inside of the rib cage. And I'll trace that curve going around and then back in toward the side of the spine. Let's layer another rib underneath. Starting from the bottom left. Curve around, and then in, bend that back up and out. Now from the inside of the top rib, I'm just going to curve this up and in behind the spine. Let's move out to the side and draw on the arms. We're going to start from the side of the tooth, curve the arm going out, and then down towards the elbow. Do the same thing on the right. And I'll add 2 bumps along the bottom. Come down, and then up, like a half circle. Let's add 1 more bump, going out, and then pulling that in. And it'll follow the same curve of the arm along the top, going up and in behind the head. Let's tuck the forearms in underneath, starting on the outside, curve out and then in, and then from the bottom, come down and out. Let's bend the forearm, going out and then down towards the wrist. I'm going to go back to the left side and draw on the thumb, starting with a half circle. Connect the wrist to the bottom of the thumb with a curve. Now you want to add 3 fingers on either side. Let's start from the bottom of the thumb, curve the finger coming down and then up, step down, curve down and up the second finger, and then the third finger, we're going to go out and just pull that in towards the outside of the wrist. Let's close off the outside of the arm, curving out and then down towards the wrist. Let's go back and separate the top of each finger, starting from the outside of the hand, curve down and then up. Do the same thing to each finger. Now let's go back and draw on the legs. We're going to start on the left side of the pelvis, curve the leg going out and then down towards the knee. Do the same thing on the right. Now I'm going to create those 2 bumps just like we did with the arm. Curving in and then up. Let's add that second bump, coming down, around, and then in towards the side. And then again, we're just going to follow the same curve of the leg, going up and in underneath the pelvis. Now I'm going to tuck the lower half of the leg underneath, starting from the outside, curve around and then in, go to the inside, go in the opposite direction. And going back to the inside, draw a short line coming down towards the ankle. And it'll draw those 2 same curves, going around and then up. Let's add that second bump, going around and then in. And it'll close off the outside with a straight line. Now I'm going to tuck the feet in underneath. Let's start from the inside. Curve the heel coming in and then down towards the bottom of the foot. And then we'll round out the bottom of the feet. We're going to come down and then up. Let's add in the first toe. From the outside, we're just going to curve around and up. Curve up toward the top of the toe and then back down. Now you're going to stack 2 more toes along the outside. Start from the top left, draw almost like a C shape, going all the way around. Move over and draw that again. And we'll go back to the top of the first toe, curve the foot going in and up underneath the ankle on both sides. And that's pretty much it. There's a drawing of a Halloween skeleton. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.